my YouTube channel. So this video is basically about documents you would need to apply to schools in the UK for your master's degree and how to get scholarships to study in the UK as an international student. So if you're interested in this information, please make sure you keep watching this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can get more information in my upcoming videos. So without wasting much time, let's get right into the video. So I actually wrote down some things so in case I'm looking down so that you know that I'm trying not to forget anything. So the documents you'll be needing to apply to schools in the UK are: the first document you need is your international passport. I mean, if you want to leave the country, we all know that you need an international passport, one that isn't expired, a valid international passport. You'd need your academic transcript. You would need your BSc certificate from your previous school. You would also need your WAEC certificate. So you will need your certificate of English proficiency. That's your IELTS and the rest other English test certificates. So for me, I use my WAEC certificate because I already did an English exam in my WAEC. So I just use my WAEC. Most schools in the UK actually allow you to use your WAEC certificate. So you don't necessarily need to do your IELTS and all of those exams. So you just look for schools that actually accept WAEC certificates. You need your WAEC certificate, certificates of English proficiency, transcript, academic transcript, and your BSc certificate. Another document you'll be needing is your personal statement. So personal statement is basically you writing about yourself, you talking about yourself. You have to write this before you can apply to any school. Talk about yourself, what you intend to achieve with studying the course, what you intend to do after studying the course. Just talk about your achievements, what you've been doing since your previous degree. Just basically sell yourself to the school. You would also need a reference letter. The reference letter could either be professional or an academic reference letter. So it could either be from your previous school, your previous lecturer. So it could either be professional or academic. Also, you would need your CV. This is in case or that this applies when you have like a study gap, that you schooled your BSc was in maybe 2015 and you're applying for your master's degree in like 2022. So like you need to give like a breakdown of the things of where you've worked from 2015 to 2022. You would need a tuberculosis test certificate. Most times, some schools ask for tuberculosis test certificates before they give you your CAS. This is what the school sends to you when they have accepted you to study in the university, and this is the document that you're going to use to apply for your visa. So most times, schools request for your TB test certificate to prove that you don't have tuberculosis before going to the UK. So most times schools ask for this certificate before they give you your CAS. So TB test is also a very important document that you will need before you travel to the UK to study. So the IOM has just two branches in Nigeria, one in Abuja and one in Lagos. The IOM is the organization that is recognized in Nigeria to give out TB test certificates. So I think the TB test certificate is about 57,800 or 58,700. I'm going to leave the correct one in the to leave the website on the screen so that you can proceed to book your appointment if you are going to be needing it before your CAS. Also, for TB test certificates, these dates for appointments tend to be very, very scarce. I'm going to leave a video where I was trying to just get my appointment dates. Like the whole Nigeria was in the office that day. It was really hectic and I went very early. Yeah, this was my appointment day and you can see the crowd for yourself. This was just one part of the crowd though. This is where I was sitting. So I had to wait till 10 p.m. to get my result because the crowd was too much.
so many people to give results that came before me. So I actually stayed there till 10 p.m. It wasn't even easy. You can get your result on the same day from 2 p.m. if you do your test on time. So yeah, it wasn't easy.
Try as much as possible to get an early date because TB tends TB test tends to delay a lot of people. So try not to fall victim of TB test palaver. Moving on, we're going to go to choosing a university. Everything you need to know about choosing a university. So I feel like there are so many factors that are involved when you're trying to look for a school that you want to study in the UK. So the first thing you need to consider when choosing your university is the location. You need to decide what part of the UK you want to go to. There are so many parts of the UK. We know it's not just London, no, not be only London, the UK. There are so many places in the UK that accepts international students. So you need to think about the location. You need to think about the cost of living in that location. Is it the environment? Is the place cheap? It is both expensive to stay. You need to consider. You need to read about the school, get to know more about the school, and apply to as many schools as possible. I applied to 5 schools and I think I got about 4 conditional offers. So you need to apply to more than one school so that you have more choices. Do you get? Make sure you think about the cost of living, the rent, transportation in that city, um, um, cost of food. You have to research a lot of things about the particular area that you want to stay or you want to study. So when applying to university, you can either do it yourself or you can use an agent. Me personally, I use an agent because I don't like stress. Okay, even though even with an agent, it's still stressful because you need to follow up on your application so that you know what's going on. It just makes it a lot more easier. You have someone to ask your questions. If you have questions, you have someone that can just help you see through the process. But if you want to apply on your own, you can easily just go to the like I said, research on the school that you want to go to their website, look for the course that you want to study, and apply with all the documents I mentioned. It's very simple actually. But if you want to use an agent, because my agent made everything like easier for me. So if you need my agent's contact, just send me a message on Instagram. Don't be shy. I do not bite. Don't worry, guys. I got you. I got you. Just send me that message on Instagram, or you can send it on the comment section here, and I'll respond as soon as I can. Moving on to finance, how you can fund your education in the UK. So you can do it by yourself. If you already have money saved up for your studies, you can, fund your education here in the UK, or you can get a scholarship to the UK. We have different scholarships. We have the Chevening scholarship, we have the Great scholarship, we have Commonwealth scholarship, we have Mastercard scholarship. These are the ones that I know that actually work for us in Nigeria. So for the Commonwealth scholarship, they are actually taking applicants right now. For you to apply for Commonwealth scholarship, you have to have a minimum of second class offer from your previous degree. That's your BSc degree. You need to have minimum of second class upper. If you have a first class, great, you're good to go. You also need your NYSC discharge certificate or exemption certificate. You'd also need to have at least two admissions from UK institutions. So at this point, you must have applied to two universities and you must have gotten an admission letter from these universities. That is your conditional or unconditional offer letter from these universities before you can apply for your Commonwealth scholarship. And the deadline is on the 18th of October. So, yeah, there's enough time for you to apply to schools and then apply for the scholarship. So I wish you good luck on that. And also, it's free. You don't need to pay any money for this scholarship. So speaking about funds, we've been talking about funds since, and we have not even talked about how much this fund is. So for schools that are within London, like I said, London is expensive.
So this is basically your living expenses or your maintenance costs for studying in the UK. So if your school is in London, the living cost per month is £1,265. So if your course is up to 12 months and you just actually need to times 12 times £1,265 to get the total amount that you need. So for schools that are outside London, um the living cost per month is £1,015. So you need to do the same. If your course is up to 12 months, you times it by £1,015. So the currency exchange rate that the UK and the UK schools use is on a website called oanda.com. So there you can convert your naira to pounds to know if your naira is enough, for the whole expenses. Plus the living cost that should be in your account, you also need to have your school fees or the balance of your school fees in your account. So most school fees in the UK are either from £9,000 to £15,000. So yeah, your living cost plus your school fees should be in your account when you're applying for your visa. The link to awanda.com will be in the description box so you can check that out yourself.
I hope I've been able to give you guys some useful information that's gonna, you know, help you a little bit. I know I didn't really go in depth, cannot really get everything that you need in one video. So with time, I'm going to be making more videos to explain, things that you, if you have any question, you make sure you ask me and I'm going to answer. Mind you, my application wasn't so like easy and smooth. It was really not, it wasn't easy, but God really like saw me through everything. I mean, if not for God, where for day. So that's why I said you need to be mentally ready for this because anything can just come, anything can come, but just be ready and you'll be able to do it. So good luck to you guys that are trying to apply right now, that is applying, that is in the process of applying. Bye guys, please make sure you subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye.